Slot back Kealoha Pilares is one of 28 UH football players who will celebrate senior night Saturday when the Warriors play their regular season finale versus UNLV. Damian grads a transfer out of Air Force, having a fabulous final fling in Manoa. Pilares has 79 receptions for 1,149 yards and 14 touchdowns this season, numbers that have caught the eyes of pro scouts. Have you taken a couple seconds yet to think about this is it? Last time you get to wear the green and white? Last time you come out of the smoky helmet at Aloha Stadium?
Yeah, it's definitely crossed my mind. Just trying my hardest not to think about it. It's been a great 4 years here, and I'm just trying to finish it the best I can.
4 years later, the things you've gotten to do here, numbers you put up, you miss the Air Force?
No. No regret anything.
You went through the identity crisis, running back, slot back, outside receiver, back to the slot back. You like where you end up?
Oh yeah, especially in this offense, slot is where it's at, receiver. Running back, it will always be there. Something I miss, but, like I said, not in this offense.
Not too many Damian guys playing Division I college football. You wear that proudly, that you're a Damian graduate?
Of course. They always talk about high schools, and they always bring up Damian, but, there's nothing much I can say. I just tell them, talk about yourself, not about your school, What did you do for your school?
I can't imagine you've had a blast.
Definitely. Developing, friends that last forever. It's going to be hard to say bye to those types of things, but, it's life, so we have to move on.
Pilares ranks 6th in the country, averaging 105 yards per game, 9th in the nation, making 7 catches per outing.
The differences between UH offensive lineman Bronson Tiwanak and legendary former Notre Dame player Rudy are drastic. Rudy stood 5'6", weighed in at 165 pounds. Tiwanak checks in at 6'1", 295. But soon both may be linked together. That's because Tiwanak has been nominated for the Rudy Award, named after the famed Irish bench warmer. The honor is given to football players who have shown great character despite adversity on and off the field. Tiwanak is a former walk-on who has earned a starting role with the nation's top passing team. Interesting side note, former UH coach June Jones is on the selection committee. Meanwhile, Tiwanak and the rest of his teammates are still glowing from being ranked in this week's AP poll. With 2 games remaining on their schedule, the timing will allow future wins to help them rise in the rankings from 25th. But the Warriors feel waiting until week 14 was a long time coming. When you saw number 25 next to your ranking this week, did you say finally?
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. We feel like we should have been there already, but after staying consistent and taking care of business, I think people start to realize that we got something special going down here in Hawaii. So
we had one minor setback against Boise, and it happens, but they're a good team, and so are we, But now the thing is, we have a target on our chest, so now we got to keep playing better and better to keep in that spot.
Hawaii faces UNLV this Saturday. Kickoff is at 5:30 p.m.
Buddy, let's talk sports. It will be a senior send-off worthy of extra recognition this Saturday when the UH football team closes the regular season against UNLV. Hawaii fans will be bidding a symbolic aloha to 28 Warrior seniors, including names like Salas, Pilares, Bradley, Green, Silva, Lolotai, a class that technically began with a WAC championship in 07 and goes out with at least a share of another conference crown here in 2010.
I'm not sure if the fans were able to recognize this, but the one characteristic that that makes us strong and perform as well as we do is the love that we have for each other. It carries into the field, and throughout the summer and the spring, we always had that tight bond within us, and it's been very beneficial for us on the field.
A lot of us aren't really talkers, and motivational speakers, but we lead with our actions and not our words. That's what I want to be known for is our hard work, our discipline and everything, like all the small things that we did just to help the team win.
It's scary how fast it approached us, seniors. I remember my time here as a freshman, and just going through all those years and watching everybody leave, and now it's my turn, but I definitely haven't thought about it yet, but come Saturday, it's definitely gonna be in my head. It's gonna be a sad time, but it's part of life, so we just gotta move on, I guess.
Several members of this senior class will also be leaving their stamp on the UH record books. Greg Salas is Hawaii's all-time leading receiver, being the first to surpass 4,000 yards in his career. Fellow slot back Kealoha Pilares set the school's single-game receptions mark against Louisiana Tech this year with 18. Of course, this past weekend on the road against New Mexico State. Running back Alex Green piled up a record 327 yards on the ground, shattering a 60-year-old record. And safety Mana Silva is just one interception away from owning the school's career INT record. He's currently tied for most ever with 13. Warriors are 9-3 on the year and ranked 25th in the AP poll. They got a chance to clinch a 10-win season with a victory over UNLV this Saturday. Rebels out of the Mountain West Conference are 2-10 overall. Kickoff is set for 5:30 at Aloha Stadium.